Hello learners! It is my pleasure to be with you this time as we learn more about science. By the way, I am Cecil A. Cantoria, your teacher for today, and welcome to our lesson in science. Plants, animals, and humans have the ability to reproduce their own offspring. When one or two living things produce an offspring, they are involved in a process called reproduction. Reproduction is an important part of all the life of all living things because it ensures the continuity of life. Humans, animals, and plants have one thing in common: they all reproduce. This topic, you will learn and understand how body parts work to help living things reproduce, particularly human beings. Every human being possesses a reproductive system. Reproductive system helps him or her to reproduce another human being. We are a product of human reproduction. For today's lesson, you will learn more about the parts that are responsible in human reproduction. At the end of this lesson, you were able to find out and identify the male and female reproductive system to its functions in reproduction. The male reproductive system is made up of several organs which include the testes, ducts, accessory glands, and penis. It is specifically responsible for producing sperm cells and hormones. A sperm cell is needed to fertilize an egg cell. Hormones are responsible for the development of an adult male characteristics. A male can produce numerous sperm cells, and an average man can have approximately 5 million sperm cells in a single drop of his semen. Out of this million of sperm cells, only one is needed to fertilize an egg cell. The different parts of the male reproductive system are seminal vesicles, vas deferens, prostate glands, Cooper's glands, penis, urethra, epididymis, glans, scrotum, and testes.
Functions of the male reproductive system. Seminal vesicles. Seminal vesicles are sac-like pouches attached to the vas deferens or pair of glands found between the bladder and the rectum. It contributes to the sperm production, a fructose sugar-rich fluid which provides energy for the sperm cell's motility. Vas deferens. Vas deferens is a long muscular tube that serves as the sperm cells released from the testes. It also connects the testes to the seminal vesicle and the urethra. Prostate gland. Prostate gland is a gland located between the bladder and the penis. It produces fluid that neutralizes the acidity of the vagina to ensure the survival of the sperm, aids in sperm motility. Cooper's gland. Cooper's gland, also known as the bulbourethral gland, is one of the two pea-sized organs found beneath the prostate gland. It is responsible for releasing lubricant fluid that flushes out foreign matters and neutralizes the acidic urine in the urethra. Penis. Penis is the external male organ composed of the spongy erectile tissues with a tip called glans. It is covered with foreskin that may be removed through circumcision. Deposit sperms into the vagina. Urethra. Urethra is a thin fibromuscular tube that conducts urine and semen from the bladder and ejaculatory ducts to the exterior of the body. In males, it is the passageway of both urine from the urinary bladder and semen from the glands. Epididymis. Epididymis is a narrow coiled tube that stores sperm cells and transport it to the testes. Glans. Glans is the rounded head of the penis. The glans penis is the opening of the urethra. The opening of urethra is a tube to which semen and urine exist in the body. Scrotum. Scrotum or scrotal sac is a pair of pouch-like sacs that contains and holds the testes. It also controls the testes temperature because they must be slightly cooler than the body to produce sperm cells. Testes. Testes consist of many highly coiled tubes or ducts surrounded by several layers of connective tissues found inside the scrotum sac. Scrotum produces sperm cells and secretes the male sex hormones, androgen and testosterone.
The female reproductive system is made up of organs which includes ovaries, fallopian tube, uterus, and vagina. It is specifically responsible for producing egg cells and supporting a developing baby inside a mother's womb. The different parts of the female reproductive system are fallopian tube, ovary, cervix, uterus, and vagina.
Functions of the different parts of the female reproductive system. Fallopian tube. Fallopian tube lead the egg from the ovary to the uterus. This is also usual site of fertilization of the egg cell and the sperm cell. Female humans have two fallopian tubes, each connecting to an ovary to the side of the uterus. Ovary. Ovary is a small flattened elongated organs on both sides of the uterus, alternately produce the female sex cells, eggs or ova, and secretes the female hormones, estrogen and progesterone. Uterus. Uterus is also known the womb. The uterus is a hollow muscular organ located at the lower abdomen. Once the egg has left the ovary, it can be fertilized and implant itself in the lining of the uterus. The uterus nourishes the developing fetus prior to birth. Cervix. Cervix is located at the lower part of the uterus. It is a narrow opening between the uterus and the vagina. During childbirth, it expands to allow the passage of the baby. Vagina. Vagina is also called the birth canal. The vagina is a hollow muscular tube that extends from the cervix to the vaginal opening called the vulva. It expands to let the baby pass during normal delivery.
That's all for today. Again, this is Cecil A. Cantoria. Until next time, thank you for watching.